getting deeper than this.
Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to this week's episode of Jash Talks. With me, as always, is my lovely co-host, Omar.
Oh, I'm beautiful.
That's exactly why we don't show him in these podcasts.
Because
People
it would just, it'd
will
be,
watch it and be like, I need to take a moment in the bathroom alone.
you'd want him too much.
Yeah, and we also have Abby, his girlfriend.
Which is why you can't have him.
Then we have a returning guest, Neko.
Hello!
Mega Man fan, so there's probably going to be a few random references. And a newcomer that I met on the Animorphs role-playing forum, A Second Chance, Jen.
Hi, how are you guys?
Evening.
Okay, as always, if you have any questions you want answered by me or, my panel of guests, you can comment, below, and my phone should hopefully pick it up within about 5 minutes of you sending it. It sucks. But today we will be talking about pets.
Animalia. Gonna be good. Gonna be good.
Yeah.
Gonna get tasty up in here.
All little furballs that
Yeah, I got
want
furballs
to
sleeping
cuddle
in my
all
lap
the
right
time.
now.
I would have like one of my pets with me, but they're parakeets, and they wouldn't sit on my shoulder, and if they did, they'd be shamed probably for around an hour.
My
I'm,
cat's antisocial, so she's lounging on my dad's bed. Like, that's her hangout. She always hangs out on my dad's bed.
Oh.
When you
She's
said
very
that you
cool.
had your dog with you, I was like, oh, I should go get one of mine. And I realized that would not be good because they can't sit still for an hour.
I won't care. They're dogs. They get more views anyways. And then if you could find a cat and get a cat and a dog in there,
Oh, I know.
we would have
I assure you.
content for 3 hours, and we'd still get the most views we've ever had here.
Just my little kitty, and it'll be okay. Yeah, that's how it works, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so the first topic is, what are your favorite kinds of pets?
Dogs.
Dogs.
I've always been a dog person.
I'm kind of mixed. I've always been around dogs and cats my whole life.
I can't decide between cats and dogs. I'd like to have both, to be honest. They both have their ups and downs. Cats,
Let me-
I'd
let me
rather
ask
have
you guys
more of.
Let me ask you guys this, okay? At the end of the world, when no one else is around, okay? You roam the earth alone, okay? Out of nowhere, a little puppy walks up to you. Little itty bitty golden Labrador puppy, okay? It barks, a little yelp, it's hungry, okay? You feed it, okay? From that day forward, it is your best friend. From then until the day you die, it is on your side, okay? It is your friend through thick and thin. And you know what your kitty
That
did?
scenario is
The
not
very
fair.
second the world went south, it ate your mum. Your cat ate your mum.
And
Nah,
then it just
That
left.
scenario is not fair.
Then it heaved on your couch, and then it left.
I don't-
Speaking of dogs, someone is getting too excited at the window.
What?
Okay.
And she has so much power, I'm afraid of her breaking said window.
Wait, what? Is See, the way you said
Check
that.
out the window, baby.
Okay, well, I want you to point no here that what you said there. This is two possibilities. One, the dog is trying to get through a window. Two,
Yes.
your dog is humping the window.
No, he's trying to break the window.
Is the dog humping the window? Answer the question.
So when,
It's a girl. She's not humping.
hey, Omar,
You can still hump.
Omar, there's
Yes.
some really sexy windows out there, okay?
Oh my god, is it extend? Oh.
We don't need to know about these things that you enjoy, Josh.
I guess
Uh,
why you like window shopping so much.
Oh!
That's what happened. There was a squirrel outside.
Okay. Oh, God,
Not funny.
Those squirrels at one of my mom's old houses, would the squirrels and the bunnies would just harass Sadie, my old dog, just by being out of reach and just.
Mhm.
Oh, God.
Vindictive little bastards.
And, like, the rabbits would just sit in the yard, not moving, while Sadie went ballistic and started barking for 5 or 10 minutes.
I've never had a dog that hates other animals. Like, every dog I've ever had has been just a kind bastard. Like, we had a big fuck-off giant
Carol doesn't hate.
German Shepherd.
She's a hunting dog. She wants to hunt. She
Yeah,
wants
but, like,
prey.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's still king. Like, we had a German Shepherd. They're fairly, like, dangerous sometimes. But this motherfucker, he was around children. There was a little kitty sitting on his head at one point. Like, it was like, are you a German Nazi dog or a child?
I have met a lot of friendly dogs. A lot of them are big softies.
I like big soft dogs.
Yeah, I prefer, like, medium to small dogs just because big dogs are like, I'm still a nice little puppy. Why is this person falling down when I jump on them?
Mhm.
And, like,
You need to be a man the size I am to have a big dog. Like, if a big dog jumps on me, it will fall down.
Look at me. I have nothing to support myself. I'm like 5 feet 3 inches.
You'll
with no
go
back.
down just like.
My big dogs do not knock me down. They can pull me down if I have them on a leash.
Really? That's worse.
And then they drag you for a while. That's just scary.
Actually, I was not dragged. I have enough weight that she doesn't drag me.
You know, I saw this guy. He walks by my my house every now and then. He has two, like, I'm not sure if they're Siberian Huskies or Alaskan Malamutes. I've always thought that if, like, a squirrel walks ahead of him, or any small animal, those things are going to go hunting for it. And because their entire purpose is to pull, like, humans on sleds, that guy's going to fling behind him like a fucking ball. He's going to fly through the sky like a kite.
Okay, I'm going to be quoting
I
up
have since
here.
been planning getting
Squirrel.
a kind of a squirrel and releasing it when he passes by just to see what happens.
My neighbor has a boxer pit bull mix that I really loved when I first met her. Her name is Reba, and when I first moved here, I went to go get the mail, and she had brought her dog out, and all of a sudden, all I saw was paws just on my legs, and I saw this dog, like, right here. And Lynn goes, she's friendly, don't worry about her. I'm like, okay, I like dogs.
She's friendly. She just
friendly.
Very friendly.
You under her weight, but she's friendly.
Yeah. She's friendly, she won't hurt you. I know she won't hurt me.
Never mind these bones. What are they for?
You know, I got a story. Funniest experience I've ever had with a dog. I was out in this massive field, right? It was in Sheffield, like this steel town. So there was like lots of like blank areas and just hills and stuff like that. And there was this kind of on the top of a hill, like this flat area, real big it was. And I was there, and we were waiting for our dad to arrive, and my brother was there, and he was just kind of chilling and stuff. He decided he wanted to be cool, so he crossed the field and go to where the like trees were, and take a piss because he was a badass like 11-year-old. Yeah, I'm taking a piss in the trees, goddamn. I on the other hand was like, I'm a human being, I'm gonna piss in the toilet. So I waited, and it took a while for my dad to get there, but we finally got there, and I was like, he was asking me, where's the Han? I was like, huh? I turn around, and I see in the distance, like this kind of, like this white outline of Han, and he's running towards us, and I'm like, he's a bit faster than me. And I realized, like, he was fucking booking it. He was running like someone was chasing him. And I was like, what's going on? And he starts shouting, dog! Dog is coming! I'm like, fuck, there's a dog coming! We start freaking out. And when he gets here, like my dad's like, get in the car, we're going. I turn around, like I'm like figuring out, is it fucking like what's coming, a pit bull? Turn around, you know what's chasing him?
What?
A fucking chihuahua.
Oh goodness.
I'm
just kind of looked down, I was like, oh, what the fuck? It's tinier than a cat! I can pick it up!
I mean, I mean, I wouldn't want to call that action girly because that's way below me. That's like, the thing is, when a dog sort of starts to chase you, and it's like that small, you don't really have to worry, so you can just stand still, and it's.
It could literally go full on death mode on you, and its teeth wouldn't pierce the skin.
Yeah.
It's like you just
Honestly.
turn around because.
Like there was an old lady around it, and like she was like trying to chase Han, but she was really old. She was trying to chase Ching. She got to us and she was apologizing, and I was like, you don't need to apologize. It's basically a cat.
It's a little. I mean, I used to know this lady who had a toy poodle, a little tiny thing. Would your brother go ballistic and start to run away once it started to bark at him?
Dude's scared of everything. All the animals. He will not go near them.
It's a little. The thing with the little toy poodle, you just like go step forward a little, or at least hint that you're stepping forward, and we'll back right down.
He'd probably do the same. They'd probably get along fine. He'd be like, okay, I'm going back up, you going back up, we're going back.
I actually used to know this German Shepherd before its death of old age. His name is Stormy. He belonged to a woman, and here's the thing about that dog. He wouldn't let anyone groom him. Except a pair of strangers from further down the street. Me and my twin could get away with taking a grooming brush over there and brush him.
Really?
Yes.
Was he just a picky bastard? Wait a second. His owners, who were they?
I don't remember their names, except for the woman used to be Decker's landlord back in Houston.
You know, I get the feeling that dog was just a pervert and was like, you know what? I ain't getting brushed by no old lady. I want to be brushed by two girls. That's what I want.
Yeah, too.
I'm an old dog. I've not got much left in me.
This dog was mean to everyone else. He was a true watchdog.
Neko and her sister are twins.
Yes.
So maybe the dog just had a specific type.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, to be fair, he was a watchdog to everyone else. Me and my twin were the only ones who, outside of the family, who could get close to that dog on good terms.
Watchdogs are scary. Some guy tried to sell me like one of those yard dogs once. You know? Like the dogs that people just keep in like junkyards and stuff. And at first I was like, I might do it because I feel a bit bad for it. But when I saw it, like this was years ago now, but when I saw it I was like, I'm not buying that. That's not a fucking dog. That's a bear. Jesus. Like, I saw it had patches of skin that were just teeth marks on it, and it looked evil. It looked evil. Like I looked at his eyes, and I didn't see a dog. I saw the devil. I swear, there was no way it was safe.
Poor baby.
Probably, but like it was fairly old. It was like 7 years old. At that point, it's a weapon. Like I feel bad for it, but at that point, too far gone. I'm not a trainer. Yeah. I can't sort that out. Like the chains, like the fairly thick chains outside from where it was, were like kind of torn away. There was a second set put in. This motherfucker had bitten through metal chain.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah, it was horrifying. I felt really bad, but at the same time, it was like, I feel terrible for you, doggy. That said, fuck off away from me. You're terrifying. Stay away, behind the gate. But yeah, the guy managed to sell it to this guy I know who actually did manage to take pretty good care of it. That said, it died in like half a year. So inevitability with the way that thing looked. Still, that was fucking scary. It was like, you know what it looked like? It looked like a stereotypical fantasy demon dog.
Oh.
It was scary.
Speaking of dogs, can we go to cats for a second? I know of a very silly cat who likes to walk across a outer rim of a shower, and if she missteps, she sometimes ends up inside the shower.
My cats do that all the time. It's hilarious. And then they freak out.
Boink.
My cat's funny.
And
Sometimes,
I don't know.
sometimes if I like go into the bathroom, I'll hear this little meowing sound, and I'll open the door. She's right by the door. Like she follows me into the bathroom.
Speaking of bathrooms, the upstairs bathroom in my house has no door blocking the bathroom away from the cat. It's part of the master bedroom.
Oh wow.
Okay, on top of that, Someone left the toilet lid up. Jinju went in the toilet.
Oh.
Okay, so the way my house is set up.
That story, I know what happened.
Thankfully, clean water.
Okay. Yeah, the way my house is set up is our bathroom is also where we have all of our litter boxes for our cats. I have like 11 or 12. I always lose count. But basically, it's where we feed them and where their litter boxes are.
Mm-hmm.
So at any given point, there's 5 minimum cats in that room.
Wait.
So anytime that you go to use the bathroom, like I'll just be like kind of like they're like, oh my god, there are like 5 other things in this room right now, and then like all of a sudden I'll just have something like jump onto my shoulders or onto my legs, and I'll just be like, ah! And they
For me,
stalk you. They play with like mine. Oh my god! If you have a roll of toilet paper on the roll, I mean it is it is all over the bathroom. We can't have them on the traditional roll. We actually have to have them above the sink, and it's just like it's ridiculous. But like they just like rip it out and like they'll trail it through. If you aren't in there
I
when they
know
do
what
it,
you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
My
And like
cat's
there
that
will
way
be a
with
line of
Q-tips.
toilet
Like
paper
sometimes she'll
like,
follow
from
me
the
into the bathroom, and I'll open the cabinet door for her, and she'll reach in and grab a couple of Q-tips,
Yep.
and she'll just trail them all over the house. I've picked up like
Yeah,
5 or
wants
6
to play with 'em.
Q-tips laying around the house.
Oh my god.
Shampoo bottles they love to knock down, no matter what. I mean, they just.
Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Stories of our pets being idiots, assholes, anything with a negative outcome.
I have a
Well,
perfect
I
one.
already
for
state one. Velvet ending up in the shower. And Gigi hopping in
Abby,
the toilet.
Abby has an amazing one.
Yep.
Get ready. Like, prepare your bodies.
You will not be ready for this. Okay, so having 11 cats is very difficult with control as far as like litter is concerned. Like it's like a 2 times a day job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they're just assholes and they don't like the litter box. That is your prologue to this story. Alright, so I was talking to Omar and I was thirsty and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go get a Mountain Dew. And there's this spot in my dining room where we keep all of our cans and stuff. I go and I grab the Mountain Dew and I come back and I'm talking to Omar and I open it up and I take a sip. I realize that the side of the can is wet. And hold on! You did not get to say that yet. So
Been there, done that.
So I realized that what I'm tasting is not Mountain Dew. And I instantly, I don't know, I think I threw my microphone because I booked it. I was out of there. And my mother, who is responsible for all the, having all of these cats, I told her about it. I was like, the cats peed on the cans and I just drank cat piss. And she looked at me, she's like, well, you should have washed the can.
Sounds like my mom.
What the fucking god? Oh my god.
And, yeah, so, and then that same day, 2 of them pissed on the same chair in my room. So, my cats are just assholes.
Yeah, the cats.
Your cats make a general and successful effort to ruin your life.
Basically, yeah. Like, another thing that they do is, I like to call them Walton bred shoulder cats. Because you know how, like, cats like to sit on your shoulders and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Our
My
cats
twin's cat loves playing cat pirate.
Ah, cute. Well, our cats love doing that to an infuriating degree. I'll be standing in the kitchen, and I'll just be making something, and all of a sudden I'll have claw marks in my back as they use me as a ladder to climb up onto my shoulder. There's nothing you can do. There is nothing you can do when a cat is latched into your shoulder blades, pulling up, using you as like a pull-up bar.
Full-grown cat.
And yeah.
So there was Crazy, who's one of my best friends. She had gotten a cat, and it was a nice little kitten. And so what it'd like to do would be to jump on your leg. And so I wasn't wearing jeans at the time.
No.
And so it jumped on me, and then I just slid out this. I have like, if something bothers me, I let everyone know, and I don't know which of us was more scared at the end, the cat or me. Because once I started yelling and like moving the leg, it just detached and ran. Oh my god.
Okay. If you think the cat pissing on the soda can was bad, how about your male cat wanting to mark you as his?
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Yeah.
I just
My
slowed
dog,
awkward
my
three
dog did
times.
that to me. My dog did that to me on my 7th birthday.
Okay.
He came
I'll
over
put
to me
it
and
this way.
peed on my leg, and I was like,
Okay.
what?
Before I got Kylie, I had a ginger cat. His name was Sacred. When he was younger and I fussed over him, he finally decided I was his person, his human, and he decided to let everyone know it. Yeah, he did that 3 times, and every single time I would get a hold of him and let him know I did not appreciate it. And he eventually stopped, but the message was across.
Okay, Omar, do you have any bad pet stories like that? Have you drinking the piss out of something?
I remember cussing
I had
Ashley
a
out.
few, but none of mine are nearly as bad as that. And the thing is, all mine are like weirdly also the things that made my pets cool. You know what I mean? Like there was a pet I had called Blackie. Basically, there was 2 of them. There's White and Blackie. They were obviously white and black.
Oh, great. How
Related.
common is Blackie?
It's very common, actually, probably.
It's a name.
Probably. But,
I have a hand puppet called Blackie.
well,
I haven't used him for
Gosh.
years.
We adopted a dog that had been abandoned. Like, seriously, from the corner of the next street over. She was that closely abandoned. And she ended up on our front porch, and we took her in. And turns out the people did not want to deal with a well-trained dog anymore.
What's wrong with a Welsh?
That's what they decided, that they didn't have the resources. Here's a screwball. Later, they had a German Shepherd in there, and later another of Blackie's species in there. And each time that something went wrong, they got rid of the animal. It was stupid.
See, my dad's like
Well,
that.
dogs
He
in the
doesn't
first place.
understand the whole,
Blackie
training
was
and
well trained. She knew
So-
commands, and she was a good watchdog.
Yeah, Omar, what does your story end with?
Oh yeah. Right. Basically, Blackie and White. Basically they were twins. And they're dicks. But they're dicks in different ways. Blackie, I always thought, Blackie, he looked and acted like Neo from the Matrix. He thought he was tough shit. You know what I mean? He would swagger like, listen, boys, I'm the king now. Okay, I got this. He would go around. He went around the neighborhood just kicking the shit out of every other cat he could find. And he wasn't some big ass cat. He was quite small. He was just like quick as fuck. He's like, I got you, bitch. Not only would he kick the shit out of other cats and sometimes injure them, he'd come back injured himself sometimes, but he'd come back all victory like, oh yeah, I won. Where's my Mia? Where's my woman? I don't have a woman? I need to get a woman. He just did that, and he just constantly did that, and when he came back, he'd eat a shit ton of food, drink, go back out and fight some more. It was just endlessly. Now Whitey was like, well, Whitey is a treat, but Whitey's the intellectual one. She's smart. He's like, I don't need to fight you. I'm going to break you. So this is what she did, right? You used to put the food down for Blackie, right? Because she was always at home, Blackie would go out. So you put the food down for Blackie after she's already eaten. And as Blackie's coming in, she'd kind of be in the hallway. She'd make a racket, and Blackie would be like, "What's this?" And he'd go check it out, right? And when he's going in there, she leaves nicks his fucking food, comes back and starts playing with him, and he goes back and is like, "Where's my food?" Every fucking time, every single time. Honest to God, I swear. And if you actually get like, this is weird. If you get mad at her, like she will try to make it up to you, but she will do it in terrible ways. Like we must have had like 15 mice brought to us because like she did something like, "Oh, need food? Well, guess what? Now I got your mouse. Make it up for it, okay? Good." But here's a sign of how like smart this thing is, right? Right now she's with my my grandparents' family, right? She's been here for about 2 years, I think. And basically, she's learned the nature of everyone there. And there's a lot of people who live there, so like, what she does is every time someone comes down, meow, food, and the person does it because she doesn't know she's been fed. So she gets food every fucking time, right? But she knows the personalities of the people involved. Like my grandma, she don't take a shit. She knows what she's doing. She knows, so my grandma knows. So you know what she does? Every time my grandma comes around, she books it. She's like, "Oh fuck, she's covered. She's gonna get me." So she buggers off and goes around the house. Okay, she goes around the house, a very big house, through the porch, in the window in the kind of computer room, and upstairs to find someone else to give her food. She's a fucking ninja cat. Honestly, love them. They were born with too much brain, but they were awesome. They were dicks, but they were awesome.
Yeah, they were awesome. That would explain you.
Speaking of ninja cats, okay. Who here has ever taken regular crackers and just put slices of cheese on?
What's up?
Remember when we first set up our computer?
Here.
Yeah.
You had to create an account with Microsoft, and then,
Yeah.
and then you logged in, you had to put in your entire password.
Okay.
Right.
And there's a way
Are they really?
for
Right.
Out of my face, baby. Out of my face, Kylie.
We have two technical difficulties.
Sorry. My dog was in my face.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, as I was saying, speaking of ninja cats, anyone ever had crackers and cheese? Just slices of cheese put on top of the cracker.
I will eat crackers with anything.
Yep. Pretty much.
Okay, here's the thing. I was reading a book. I had a plate full of cheese and crackers.
Oh God. Let's see how this.
I was like really young at the time, and I had a cat named Ashley. A very pretty kitty. She was a tabby, gray and cream and such, and she had some Persian mixed in her. Very gorgeous baby. She had this technique. She would get her claws out, hook a piece of cheese off my cracker without touching the cracker, and eat the cheese. I was too busy reading my book to watch her do it. My mom watched.
Courtney,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you sure this is a cat and not a mouse?
Pretty damn sure. I had eyewitness.
Now you're sure? It could just be a big rat.
No, or it could be that there's some like rad mafia and your cat always runs.
No, my mom watched her hook the cheese and eat it.
I forget where I've seen that. I think it's like Lion King. It reminds me of Lion King, like Scar kind of putting his claw out.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jen, do you have any?
I have one about my dog when I was a
Ashley
kid.
doing that to my cheese, I cussed her out.
Courtney, Jen
Mine's
was
about the same as Courtney's with her cat, but it was my dog. And what happened was my uncle Jack, who was living with us at the time, had made hot dogs for himself. He had like 5 or 6 hot dogs that he made for himself. And he put a plate of hot dogs on the table and went out to go to the bathroom or do whatever. My dog liked to steal food. Anytime anyone was out of the room and they had food there, my dog would eat it. And I watched my dog, ketchup and all, eat every single one of these hot dogs off the plate, ran out of the room. My uncle comes back and goes, "Where's my hot dogs?" And I looked at him and I go, "Scooby ate them." He goes, "What?" I'm like, what did you leave it on the coffee table for? You know he steals food.
Yeah, the thing is, like some pets you can't leave. You have to make sure that there's no logical or illogical way they can jump up or use things to jump up to protect stuff.
We had a low, when we were
Okay,
living in my old house, we had a low coffee table, and my dog was a beagle mix, so he was a medium-sized dog, so he could reach up and get to the hot dogs.
Okay, this one is actually from Decker Shadow. His cat Tara
Aww.
was Alley Cat when she was before she became his cat. He had a sandwich. He had a slice of ham in the sandwich. He was going to bite into it and everything, and next thing he knows, from his point of view, cat head shows up on the other side of the sandwich like one of those old school cartoons. He just snatches the ham right out from between the slices of bread in front of his face. Heads off the scarfs it down.
Oh, good.
Robbed him in his face.
That is no.
I had like the wet willy.
I had a little cat. I called her Pilar. Everyone else called her Snowflake. And so we had two older cats. So one was a big fat black cat that was originally rescued and was skinny, but was one of those cats that just beefed up out of nowhere. And then there was my ex-stepdad's father's cat who was nearly blind. And so here comes Pilar, who's like this little minuscule cat compared to these other two guys. She would harass them to no, and like Crookshanks was the black cat, and Crookie was of a wimp. Like one time at the old house, me, Mom, Ethan, and Madeline went to walk on the golf course, as we sometimes did. So as we're walking out there, we hear this little meow, and we figure, oh, it's Pilar because it sounds like such a little kitten sound. Yeah. We, go back, maybe, get Pilar on our little walk, and there's this big fat ass Crookshanks just meowing like, where did that voice come from?
Mouse sounding voice out of a big cat?
Yeah, it was a little kitten voice out of this fat cat.
I know what you're talking about. Mr. does exactly that as well. He's a big black tomcat.
Oh, God, and one time with Pilar, there was like a little pile of something. So she hid on one side, and Crookshanks, when he walked, he couldn't, see her. Mm-hmm. And so just as he's about, to walk, by it, she pounces towards him, and he starts hightailing it. Like there's this little cat that's, just standing there looking all pleased with herself. God. Sorry.
Decker at one point was actually woken up by a wet willy. Here's the thing: the only person inside his house was the cat.
Wait.
Tara had licked her paw and slapped on his ear. She wet willied him. That was one heck of a wake up.
That's like, oh God, I had like Crookshanks, he decided to sleep on my stomach. I felt like I was suffocating, and I wake up and there's Crookshanks just looking at me like, what?
Apparently, some of my folks is back from the store. I hear Sandy and Mimi going off in the garage. They always bark whenever someone comes near the house.
Dogs are good things instead of, doorbells. That's the sound. Yeah. Doorbell. That's the word.
Speaking of dogs, Turtle, out of the window. Turtle! I can have this broken glass. Get off of it.
Okay,
She already damaged some of the window frame. No, it was a squirrel.
Of course.
Yeah. We're used to Chibi being the former false alarm, not Sandy and Mimi.
Squirrel! Oh God! If only I could, have the old sound clip from Up where Doug goes squirrel. I'd be playing that so much this episode.
Seriously? Get a dog plush, she. Bring it in front of Kuro. Start barking, and she'll think it's another dog.
Is Omar's sound muted?
Yeah, don't worry, I did it myself.
Okay, just making sure because I didn't do it and I was growing jealous of whoever
Abby?
did. Yeah, continue.
Abby?
Yeah?
Oh, you're still here. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently I had a couple doozies, huh?
That's okay. Jen and not Jen. God damn it! Your names are names. Courtney and Abby are like taking over this podcast, and the rest of us are just like, meh.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like,
I'm a little jealous because my dog and cat never really did anything. Aside from the hot dogs, my dog never really did much that was like crazy or infuriating or anything. Like she
My cat
was
doesn't do
pretty
annoying
much
shit
I
all the
had
time.
to mention the dog plush. My sister has pulled out and is messing with Curl right now. Curl wants to play with the plush thinking it's a fellow dog.
Okay, let's move on to the next topic, which is cute pet stories.
I've got two of
Neko's
those.
room on his station. Apologies.
Okay.
Crazy.
This is an episode about pets where pets are, causing trouble for one of our members.
My twin does not help matters.
Right.
Cute pet stories.
I've got two. Although I swear, one's kind of cute but also kind of annoying, and one's sad and heroic. So I'll let you guys pick which one I tell first.
Sad and heroic.
Okay. So you remember that like big fucker German Shepherd I told you about? Right. Gentlest fucker on the earth. Looked badass though. Dude looked like he could rip a semi-truck in half. You know what I mean? Like he was scary. But he was kind of so. Like the kids were tiny. Like my sisters, they were like 5 years old or something. And like I swear, he would let them ride on it, ride on him. Like it was amazing. And basically, one day, my little brother and little sister took him out on a walk. The thing is, they are fairly responsible and way too small to be doing that. So basically, they were complaining that I don't want to have to hold it. You hold it, and the leash and that. So they kept switching it back and forth. And as we were walking along, some cars driving down the road, and this little girl was on the road. And her mum next door is basically this massive bee. Like she's one of those people who just really doesn't take care of their kid properly. And basically, Tyson's a girl, by the way, called Tyson for some reason. I don't know. She
Boy.
saw this and bolted like across the road, like even with the car coming, and like obviously she's a dog, so she can't pick anyone up. So she hit into the kid to kind of get her off the road, and like the kid like got, she wasn't hurt exactly, she like landed on her ass and stuff, but she was off the road and everything. And obviously my brother and sister went to go get the dog and everything, but the mother lost her shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to set up my camera real quick.
Oh, good. So
Yeah. So like Tyson managed to save the little girl.
Kenny, it's okay.
Like,
It's mom.
The girl like lost her mind and she was like, "Oh, it's not my fault." I swear to God, I was fucking pissed. I was like, "No, your fault. You let your dog out on the fucking road, you bitch." If I ever see her again, I'm going to piss in her head. And I do mean in. If she doesn't accept it, I should have to cut away in. But yeah, basically, she did that, and as a side effect, sadly, we had to sell him. Basically, the police wanted to get rid of him and send him to a home, and it was inevitable that he would be put down. She would be put down. I keep saying he because I keep thinking that she would be put down in that situation. So the only option was to find another owner. But we managed to find like another owner of the same kind of similar to us, and she went to him. Yeah, that was Tyson. But tell you what, she ended on a high note. Goddamn superhero motherfucker, Batman looking dog. They call it Batman.
Batman.
The second story, much nicer and happier to hear. Okay, so we had a few dogs, right? Like we had like, let's see, we had Fluke, who was this I'm not entirely sure what he was. He was like one of those really kind of you know, like the mutt from that Lady and the Tramp. Like he was a golden coloured, like small version of that.
Aw.
Little thing. He was a little nippy thing. He was very happy. Kind of. I taught him to jump and stuff. We had Tyson. We had like what's his name? Black the dog, who was basically like a black Labrador. And then we had one last
I
one.
believe I got this daggum thing working. Hey.
We had one more, and its name was Topsy. Now Topsy was too young to have been separated from like his parents, like way too young. Like he was brought to us. We didn't buy him anything. So like he was like he could like barely walk and stuff. He had to have like a kind of a jumper thing around to keep him warm and stuff. It really was not a good situation to be having him. But he was so young and stuff. But my dad's the kind of guy who doesn't think dogs should be like inside the house. But we managed to convince him that you know, the Topsy needed to. But he only allowed Topsy to stay downstairs in the living room, in the kitchen.
Out the window.
Now the thing about Topsy is super needy, super needy. Not his fault. He was a tiny little puppy. You know what I mean? So he's constantly like whining constantly when he went to bed, right? So basically what happened is, one night I was in bed, right? And suddenly I hear the whining stop. And I'm getting a little worried, like, okay, this is weird. Stop whining, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like leaving him down there, but I can't do anything really about it. And all of a sudden, right, my door, which like kind of starts moving a little bit, like fiddles just a little bit. And I look down, and Topsy has kind of somehow managed to get out of her like kind of situation downstairs, walk upstairs, and get into my room.
Rain over here. Be right back.
And I was like, I should bring you downstairs, but no. So I let him kind of sit on my bed, and I basically was letting, you know, what's her name? I basically let Topsy just kind of stay with me in the bed, and but the next night, obviously, I couldn't bring her up because obviously, you know, my dad would find out. But she did it again. Like, crawled out, walked upstairs, got up, whined every time she was. She did it every goddamn time, and like, she only came to my bedroom as well. So like, I got like, basically, I ended up getting really attached to her, and she wasn't like a pretty dog. She was a staffy. So like a basically an English pit bull. Like kind of like a small, tiny little thing. No one really liked her as their favorite. Everyone had a different favorite. But I ended up getting super attached to this little tiny, ugly, staffy thing who wouldn't leave me alone.
Hey, Scotty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Doggy on the show.
That was mine. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my little one.
Let me see.
Bye.
Hello.
I'm sorry, everything's distracted because doggy. Okay, Omar, you
I don't have any French, doggy.
Oui, oui. It's just like the video for me is for everyone's going a little bit slowly, so I can't see it very fast.
Anyway, this plush toy that Kuro's been going crazy over.
Oh. Okay. Omar was talking, I think.
Oh, I finished.
Okay. Making sure. Who's next? Cute. Okay.
I got you. Okay. So one thing that I think is cute that one of my cats likes to do is he will when you're not giving him enough attention, he will sit there and he'll look at you for a second. He'll cock his head to the side, and then he'll decide that he needs to stretch. But he'll stretch using your knee. So he'll stand up and he'll stretch like, pet me. And then when you haven't pet him enough, he'll just meow at you. And at this point, you're just like, oh god, I can't, and you pick him up. And right, so you pick him up and you start petting him. Well, then he decides, you know what? I'm gonna be a kitten scarf for you. So he climbs around my neck, like the back of my neck, and kind of wraps his entire body. And then he'll bring his tail around and start playing with it, like hold it. He will literally hold his tail on the other side, so that he wraps around your entire neck as a cat scarf.
Aw.
And he's the warmest thing. It is the warmest thing. The second.
Hi, viewer.
The second story that I have is actually basically how we how we get all of our cats, which they're I believe that my house is the Cat Central of America. We're just a breeding ground of like these little mini warriors. Like if house cats and like small domesticated cats were as vicious as tigers, I would be screwed. But so in our colony of cats, every year we are greeted with 3 to 4 litters of kittens.
Oi.
Between
one reason why our girls and boys are separated right now, we got quite a few in the house.
Yeah, well, between 30 cats, outside cats.
Oi.
We take these kittens, and we also every chance we can get the mom cats, and we get them spayed. But they're feral cats, so it's very difficult to do that. But we rescue all these cats, basically send them to houses. How we've gotten so many cats is I guess my mom just falls in love with them. So
I know that feeling.
my first cat, however, which is actually my cat, her name is Alice, and we got her when she was a little baby kitten. She had just been born, and she was sitting on our porch, just kind of in the middle of the, we have like these 2 banisters, and it kind of goes into the back, but she's just sitting right in the middle in the front when we got home from work, and she just kind of looked up at us, and she was blind. Like she couldn't open her eyes, and we were like, oh my god, this is adorable. There's just this little kitten. And I picked her up, and we took her to the vet and stuff. Well, she will not leave my side. She just, after that day, she was just like, this is my who, man. And
Find your own.
yeah, and she hates everyone else in my family. I just have to shake the handle of my door, and she'll come running in. Like, no matter where she is. There have been times where she'd be, like, upstairs in, like, the deepest recesses of her hiding places, and I just go, jiggle, jiggle, and then all of a sudden, cat! And, so I think that's one of the cutest things about my cat is that she just comes whenever I call her, and she loves me, and I love her too. She's the only cat I like in this house.
Yeah. Anyway, I had too many animals to just pick one and say they're my favorite animal or anything.
Aww.
Kylie really loves me.
I can tell.
But yeah, I actually am still kind of reeling to a degree about the recent loss in the family, but doing better. We lost Chibi, and she is in a YouTube video for anyone who does not know her. She was poisoned as a puppy because of bad food practices. We don't know how the poison got into the store-bought food, but it happened, and we almost lost her. It left permanent scarring on her kidneys and such. And it was expected 2 more years out of her. We got 4 out of her after that incident, so she lived to be 5.
Wow.
So she was definitely a member of the household. And the one time she showed up on the video, a lot of people loved her. She refused to let someone film his review.
So cute.
At one point, someone thought she was so adorable and lovable and everything that they wanted to buy her
Oh my God, no!
for $50.
Oh,
No,
God,
not
no.
worth
No,
it.
no,
Not
no, no.
enough.
Not enough.
No, she requires so much special care. She was the special needs.
Okay, Omar is going to be leaving us shortly, so Omar, do you have anything you want to announce?
Let me see. Go see Avengers. It's awesome. That thing that happens. It's good. You should watch it. Ultron's awesome. Scarlet Witch is better. I now have to have. I don't know who's better, Quicksilver Marvel or Quicksilver Fox, or is it Fox? I don't know. The other Quicksilver. Don't know who's better. Impossible to decide. We live in a good age, people. We've got Batman vs Superman coming. Avengers: Age of Ultron. There's an Avengers movie coming with Spider-Man in it. We're gonna have a new Star Wars movie. There's a Star Wars Battlefront game coming. There's a new Skyrim come around. Technically, Elder Scrolls. Guys, just take a moment. We're in the golden age. Yeah, we're not in the golden age of space or science. We're not making new languages or saving the world. No. God damn, we are in the penultimate moment of human entertainment. The best of the best at making fun shit to watch. Dear God, this current decade, this very decade from 2010 to 2020, it is the peak of it all. We're at the Renaissance, gentlemen, the Renaissance of TV. Know where you exist this day. Know where you were this decade. Your children will ask, where were you when Batman vs Superman came out? Good day, gentlemen. I bid you farewell.
Bye-bye.
Batman in Shanghai.
Okay. Is it gone yet? Okay, he's gone. Now it's all, vaginas. That's great. First time this has ever happened on the show. No dicks.
Hey, Kylie's a female too.
Oh, yes! Okay, before I'm getting so distracted by that, it's made me so happy. So, who else has to share a cute pet story?
Good eye. Okay, we got a fully black male cat. Hang on. Yes, his name is Korean. He is one of 2 who survived a litter of 7. Because, complicated issues for the rest of the litter. So he was one of the 2 lucky survivors. But, he, as a kitten, we would call him the Kitten Poochiana, for those of you who know Pokemon. His coloring was exactly like a Poochiana at that time. Stormy gray with black feet and face and ears. It was adorable. I wish.
Pokey. To catch them all.
We actually had a kitten colored like a Pokemon before he became fully grown and became sheer black.
Oh, God. The nerd seeped onto the cat.
Yeah. But, anyway, that is Sacred Son. My ginger cat, that's his boy. He is a black replica of my ginger cat. So much so, it's sometimes a little sore to look at him. I don't resent him for it, but it still is a reminder of who I once had.
Understand that when Kiwi died around Christmas time this year, I was, one of the things I was looking for another parakeet just to keep us silent company was a parakeet that didn't look like him. Totally different coloring.
Understandable.
That's, Jen?
My cat Susie is, when we first got her, we got her from an old neighbor that used to live in one of our apartment buildings. And she is, we
Don't make
think
me
that
go get
she,
that puppet.
yeah, we think that she is, or was feral when he got her, because she is not as social as most cats are. Like, she doesn't, like, come up and sit with me, or she doesn't, like, come up and hang around me or anything. When we first got her, she basically hid under my mom's chair, like, the whole time. It was about a week before we got her out from underneath the chair. Because she was afraid. You know, her owner had died, and we ended up taking her in because they didn't want to send her to a shelter. And it's funny because we started finding out these little things about her, like when we first got her, she wouldn't eat like canned food. She liked dry food. But every now and then, when I would open a can of tuna fish, she would come running. Like, you didn't even have to like announce that you were making a tuna sandwich or anything. You would just open a can of tuna, and somehow she would know that you were opening a can of tuna fish.
Yeah, the cats have like a sixth sense for tuna. Food!
Yeah.
Like they
it
ignore
never
you.
fails. Anytime I would open a can of tuna fish, she was there. So I would give her a little bit. And we started having to change what we bought, because we used to buy the one with the oil, and that's not good for them. So we started buying the one with the water because that's a little better for her. But every time I open a can of tuna fish, she comes running. When my mom was in the hospital and came home, she would hang around her, like, she wouldn't leave her alone at all. Like, the couple of days after she got out of the hospital, she would be right there. She hung around my mom more than she ever hung around me or Dad. And she was like my mom's cat, basically. So.
Abby's going to have to leave soon because of work stuff, so do you want to make any announcements before you go?
Just that I'm now part of a Ready to Roll podcast with Omar. We play a Beyond the Wall series, and so it would be really cool if you guys check that out, give our videos a couple likes. They are really interesting to watch. I'm kind of a badass. I'm just going to put that out there. Not going to spoil too much, but even today I was in a tree, lassoed a guy's neck, and jumped out of the tree, so I'm pretty cool. Aside from that, yeah. Thank you very much.
You can
start on video game stores. Seriously.
The other thing is that my sister, I don't have one, but my sister has a blog that you guys might want to check out. It's called the something minimalist.
If you give me the link to
I'll
it,
give you
Skype, I'll link to it in the description later.
She talks about a lot of science stuff and a lot of just really cool stuff. She is doing it for school, so there are a couple entries that are assigned to her, and those are all numbered. But other than that, they're all her brain children, and it's very thought-provoking. You guys might want to check that out if ever you're interested in something kind of sciencey. And I will send you the link to that as soon as I'm done.
Yay! Okay. You have fun, Abby.
Thank you very much.
Fighting zombies or whatever.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks a lot for having me. And
Welcome.
I hope to be on again sometime soon.
Probably Omar's your boyfriend, so we can bypass the only 2 consecutive episodes in a row rule for you.
Oh, thank you.
You know the right people.
Yeah. I'm in the crowd. But thank you so much, and talk to you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Seriously, baby? Hi.
No, I think the rest of this podcast will be the dog slowly revealing that she's trying to eat Neko. I think.
She gives a lot of kisses, actually.
Oh, good. But yeah, dog Sadie, she would just like keep on licking until you stopped her. I swear it'd be like you could probably leave her licking for your arm for 5 hours and you'd have no skin left. We never tried it out, but
My dog was that way, very affectionate. He was always very affectionate.
Okay, this story is not quite pet, but it's similar enough I have to laugh. Okay, when I was in high school, we got a puppet. A very scary, creepy little looking puppet. I would make sound effects whenever I was playing with it and messing with people.
Alright, Jen, I'll see you later,
Alright, see you later.
And
Alright.
I pretty much had some people convinced it was alive. Because seriously, there was a cord attached to this puppet, and I could move the head, and I would make noises. Like, without moving my mouth. It freaked people out. And years later, I got a brand new one. This guy.
Huh. Oh, cool. That is neat. That looks like one of those puppets from the Labyrinth.
Yeah, it's handcrafted clay with some featherings and other stuff.
That's cool.
And they are all individually handcrafted. And this one was about $200 at the Ren Fair.
Holy shit!
Huh.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Here's the control. This little knob.
Huh.
This little knob right here.
Oh, wow.
I push it to make it nod. I twist it to make it shake its head.
That's cool.
Oh, God.
I had, like I said, I had one of the prototypes versions from the first year that they started this, and people seriously after I pranked everyone and such, I would have people seriously ask me, "How is it doing?" Like a real animal. I got a black teacher, not to be racist, but he was black, and he screamed like a little girl because he was creeped out by the original puppet.
Oh my God.
The original puppet was very creepy in the face, and I had it like facing sideways to a camera, and I made it turn its head towards the camera. Yeah.
No, my God, that's so cool.
Yeah, that was creepy as hell to him.
That is so cool.
And he could not tolerate being near the puppet. It freaks him out.
Oh my God.
I finally cornered him in the hallway and asked him to pet it, like I have asked so many people. Because I got permission from the principal to bring it several times to prank everyone.
Oh my God.
That's cool.
Yeah, really cool. And like I said, some people think they're freaking alive. It was astounding to hear people walk up to me and say, "So, how's your critter doing?" That was seriously one of the questions I got after the prank. Because, as you notice, I do not move my mouth when I make my noise.
Oh my God. Okay.
And when I say, walk up to me, ask me after the prank, I'm talking about a year later. They fully believe for an entire year it's freaking alive when it stays still on my shoulder, minus that head. And the fact it was green and blue, bright freaking colors that you normally wouldn't see.
Okay, let's get to the final topic of this podcast where everyone seems to be leaving before it ends. What has been your favorite pet so far, and what has been your favorite moments with them?
Like I said, I had too many pets to really have a phase. But Sacred, Ashley, and Chibi are some of the biggest ones, and Kylie is quickly adding herself to that list. The fifth one would actually be Noelle. She was only with me for one little week before the conditions that we found her in got the better of her. But she decided I was mommy in that time span. It was crazy.
Right. I would have to say my dog Scooby. I had him when I was 2 years old up to age 15.
Hey, what are you doing?
And he was basically my little brother because I was an only child. So he was basically like my little brother. And he was a Beagle mix.
Shut up.
And I've only had a couple of pets, but he was my longest one that I've ever had. So.
Yeah, pets we get for years. We get to see all their little idiosyncrasies and get to see them just grow up and just like you're annoying, but you're mine and I love you.
Yeah.
Hey, go! Red Spitz!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one cat called her Venus, and everyone blamed me for making her so violent. Because I was play fight with her a lot, and she ended up running away because basically her and Crookshanks didn't get along.
Huh.
Oh my God!
Come here, you hunting dog!
Come on! Cute.
Huh.
Okay,
Yeah, she
sorry.
likes being by the Red Spitz.
Okay, sorry, I got like totally distracted. Sorry. But Crookshanks and Venus didn't get along well, so Crookshanks, I think, guarded the food bowl one day, or like the entrance into the house, the cat door, that she ended up not coming back. We don't really know what happened to her, but she was really the first cat I remember.
Right.
And I think I might have been one of the only person in the house to really stand her. I am scared to death of needles, but like Venus could scratch me and I was like, eh.
But anyway, the black dog you just saw, that's the one who could pull me down and inch my shoulder.
Oh my God, she's so adorable.
Yes, she is adorable, she is friendly, but she's all muscle, man.
She looks so innocent.
Yeah, my dog was the same way. He was a puller when we used to walk him.
Yeah.
He was a puller. He didn't look like a puller, but he was a puller.
But yeah. Kudo actually knows spin, sit, lay down, paw.
Yeah.
And
We couldn't train my dog. He knew sit. That was about it. Sit and lay down. That was about all he knew.
Kudo has a food motivation when it comes to learning tricks.
Yeah. Sit, lay down, and get the hell away from the door, Scooby.
I just like when we got Sadie at first, I was the one to actually pick her out, and she's one of my favorite pets. And but because I was starting college around that time, I wasn't able to help train her, and I was really the only one in the house to consistently do such and such like the trainer said. So I'd be gone for a few months, and I come back, and of course a well-untrained dog.
Yeah, one person can do what the whole family has put together to train a dog. It's insane. Everyone has to contribute, and if one person doesn't, then that dog thinks it's okay to slack off.
Yeah.
I should know. We've been trying to teach someone to stay out of the window, and that got undone the moment someone came home from Japan.
Oh, I'm going to guess the name. Does it start with a B?
A B? Wrong letter.
Decker Shadow.
Oh, you said D, not B.
I said B. I said B, but I could also say a D, and that still count. But yeah.
But yeah.
Um,
Uh,
let's see. Besides Sadie, Sadie didn't die or anything. Mom was going to move to going to move to an apartment, and so she had to give the Sadie away, and Dad wasn't allowing me to keep Sadie.
Yeah.
And so me and Brian tried to rush back to, Mom's house as quickly as we could, to see her like one last time. And, we were like an hour or two late, and we were really hauling ass. I actually, I, words, Revs got this like chew toy for her that she didn't realize. She's not one of those dogs that like, that chew on, little
Right.
toys. And so that little unused chew toy I still have, reminding me of Sadie.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, it makes me sad. And The Conjuring wasn't to me like a scary movie, so at least compared to what everyone else said. But the thing that really affected me, I don't mind, people giving me warning for things for like rape or something in a movie, so I'm aware.
Yeah.
And the dog Sadie dies in the beginning, and Revs didn't fucking warn me. I have not forgiven him.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing in movies and TV shows is when an animal gets hurt.
It wasn't that, it was a dog. It was that the dog's name was Sadie.
Yeah.
I was like, I wouldn't have cared, if it was a dog named any other thing.
Right.
Because I'm watching the movie and like, oh, cute, it's a dog named Sadie.
Yeah. And then you realize, oh crap, that's gonna happen.
No, I was like saying, no, this isn't going to happen, Mike, but no, fuck you! And I think I texted Revs like the moment it happened.
Yeah. And then you're sitting there halfway through sobbing, like, fuck this movie!
Hey, for an outro, does anyone want to see if we could get Curl to do her full set tricks on the webcam here?
Ooh, yeah, after the announcements, after we finish this off.
Right, we got a big old biscuit for her.
Okay, is everyone done telling the pet story? I actually probably have one more, but I still want to see the dog do trick.
Yeah.
Okay, the Kiwi who I said had recently died, he was like he was intelligent. I mean, because I'm not training like the parakeets as, sort of I was before, so it's a little harder. But when I got Silene, a little later on, I decided she needed sort of cage mate to, sort of help her feel less lonely. And so when I got a Kiwi, he really learned the finger trick, like, just instantly.
Yeah.
And so he helped her learn, like, the finger trick, like, hey, this is how you do it, you fucking moron. And then, like, there was this little treat that we had on the side of the cage that Silene hadn't figured out was a treat, and she just thought, it was an other perch on the cage. And so, finally, Kiwi starts to eat it, and she's, like, has, like, this amazed expression, like, oh my god, I can eat this. Like, we had that fucking treat on there for, like, 4 or 5 months.
Wait, this is food? I thought this was decoration.
Okay, let's get to the announce. Hang on, come on, Google, work, good. Okay, now is the announcements section. I'm sorry, this is feeling really weird for me because people were just, my co-host left and he's sort of there to help stabilize me, and so he's kind of like, okay, I can sort of deal with this now. Then another one leaves. I'm like, hi. Okay, so names, words. Neko, do you have anything you want to announce?
I don't really have much updates other than the fact that I am currently updating my fanfiction.net account, so it's no longer Wolverine the BioBot. It is Neko Twins, and I'm actually updating.
What?
I'm updating my fanfiction.net profile to match it with my fanfiction informer.
Okay, if you have a URL change, just send it to me over Skype so I can update that.
Right. Sending you the link right about now.
So, were you doing the series where you were looking into different things about fanfic?
Yes, I am having trouble getting my eyes to focus. I mean, if I was to stare directly at the webcam, face to face with it, you would see one eye literally go straight off to the side.
Yeah.
It is freaky looking to me when I look at my own reflection. But I am seriously having eye vision issues with trying to use a Movie Maker. I have not found a free software that works for me to do the exact same thing I'm wanting. Or at least not one that is easy enough for me to use.
We'll hope that gets better.
Same.
You know, especially the medical aspect of your eyes. Like my foot's tendonitis has sort of been acting up for the past few days, and the funny thing is, like 2 days ago, I went to the foot doctor for a checkup, and it's like everything's fine. 2 days later, it decides to fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see my eye going off to the side here?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Can you see anyone for that? That's not a pun. God damn it. Fuck.
Yeah. That's one hell of a lazy eye I got.
I know one of my future in-laws, she has to take like some, I think, Botox for her eyes just so, it won't, so they'll, look and function normally.
My eye just wants to go off to the side because it's more interested in what's going on over there and not what's in front of my face.
Yeah, screw what's going on in front of your face.
Looking towards the computer screen, and I can still see it going while I'm staring at the camera with my right. It was freaky.
Okay, Jen, make a recovery, announce something, I don't care.
I unfortunately don't have anything really to announce.
Do you have anywhere you want me to link to it in the description of the video once, I edit that?
Not really, because I don't really do like fan fiction or anything like that. Most I can give you is my YouTube channel. Let me just pull it up.
Okay, you can send it after the podcast if you want to Skype.
I don't really have much on there, but now that I have my new-ish laptop, I can do more videos.
I like the term newish.
Newish, because it's basically my uncle's old laptop. So.
Seriously, you're teasing a dog with a plush toy again?
Dog? I heard blah 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 dog.
She's teasing a hunting dog with a plush toy. I've seen what she does with toys. We got her a raccoon chew toy, and let me just say, it's in pieces.
Oh my. Oh. Okay, my own round of announcements. So this should be fun, but I don't have Omar to do his usual commentary.
That's why we're going to have Kuro do her tricks.
Yeah. Okay. I'm co-hosting J&J Mondays with Jocker Lee, and the podcast is Sundays now. And so tomorrow I'll be doing that podcast.
Here's one of the pieces to that raccoon.
The next chapter of my fanfic, Akin to the Platypus, should be out in a day or two. I've started a series called Jash Reads, where I, do read-throughs of books, and currently I read through the first 2 chapters of Animorphs #1, The Invasion by K. Applegate. So you can either, go to my blog, jashikins.blogspot.com, or go to the YouTube channel Jash Reads to check those out. Because I need subscribers, I need likes, I need a cult. And for those of you who are on Facebook, I have finally caved in after a long time, at least for me, into making a Tobias role-playing Facebook. Facebook.com/Tobias the Nonflit, I believe is the URL. So I'm looking for a Marco. I'm looking for a Marco. So if you ship a Marco, Rachel, and Tobias, and you want to be the Marco, no, contact. I'm doing a dating thing for a fictional character. Lord help me. If you go to my blog, jashikins.blogspot.com, the current blog poll is what sites do you use? I have 3 social media sites, 1 virtual pet site and 1 adoptable site, and you can choose multiple answers. And if you go to my blog on the sidebar thingy, the dragon still needs to be named, and you can look up the benefits and rules of doing so. And my writing shop is open, so if you want to do an art trade or you want to pay me, I'll write something for you. The prices and rules and such are on the sidebar thingy. And the donation options. There's a donate button on the sidebar, as well as an Amazon shop thingy, Cafe Press, and at the bottom of every post, the majority is an Amazon ad, and you click and buy the item, I get paid a little. And there's another option, but I just sort of use it just to look. It looks nice on my blog, I think, because you can download music, but everyone pirates it, so it's just sort of to look nice. It looks on this, and I update it like every year, so
Yeah.
it's just for aesthetics. Like if someone buys something from that, I will die of shock.
Whoa, Kai, is Kotal bothering you? Get down there.
Okay, that's and for all you viewers who will be watching, the podcast after it's recorded, since no viewers, if you want to comment down below and ask questions or suggest topics for future podcasts, comment below, and questions will be answered next episode, and topics will be looked at on when they can appear. And so final words. Jen, do you have what's your...
I just wanted to say that I had a lot of fun on this. This is my first time doing any sort of podcast like this, and it was a lot of fun. I want to try doing it again next time. If you guys have room for it, I'll do it again.
Yeah, just remember, it's you can only do 2 consecutive episodes in a row, then you need to take a break. The next time, the podcast will be about Marley and me, but watch out for on my blog where I'll say upcoming guests needed for podcast. So.
Right.
Okay. So, okay, Neko, do whatever. We're waiting for you.
I definitely hope people check out Fanfiction Informative. I currently am trying to see if I can get anything edited, if my eye will let me. But, is it time for dog tricks?
Yes!
Okay, let me see if I can get this camera focused on this gal over here.
Oh, good.
Here, get her to do it. She's got a big old dog biscuit. That's not funny. Too high. Crud, I'm having trouble focusing this daggum camera. Sorry, I was a lousy camera woman.
It's okay.
Oh,
Cute.
yeah. Come on, Caddy. She's standing on her hind feet for that.
Aww.
Uh,
Oh my god.
spin. Caddy, spin.
That is so cool.
Okay, my own normal outro was, until next video, goodbye, and because Omar has left it in my duty to say something inappropriate and start, and stop, the broadcast, I'm going to try to think of something to do him justice. Penis con.